First, with regard to mindfulness, people use that word in different ways, which is fine as long as we know what we mean. I tend to use it in the sense that I think is most rooted in the original teachings of the Buddha um, as sustained present moment awareness, period. Sustained present moment awareness that can be externally directed, internally directed, can be brought to a point of focus and concentration, and can be very, very wide open. Mindfulness itself is supported by other factors such as stability of attention, executive control of attention, acceptance, compassion for what one is mindful of. These all help us to remain mindful, and there are certainly other factors as well. Additionally, we can be mindful while engaging in wise efforts. We can be mindful while talking with a friend, hopefully more skillfully than not. We can be mindful while letting go of tension in our body or letting go of thoughts or resentments that are a burden. And we can be mindful as we engage the wise effort of cultivating gratitude or inner strength or insight or skillfulness with other people. Mindfulness itself is not at odds with wise efforts of various kinds. We can be certainly only mindful in forms of choiceless awareness that are most radical. And I think of that as the fundamental practice, utterly being with what's there as it is entirely, without interfering with it. And sometimes that's all we can do, just ride out the storm. And as practice matures, increasingly people are really rested more and more in just being there in the present as it is. But that's not the entirety of practice. And a kind of misunderstanding has crept in that uses mindfulness in some ways to argue against forms of wise effort and other kinds of skillfulness of different kinds, as if they're at odds with each other. They're not. It's just that there is a technical procedure of choiceless awareness that's really useful and quite profound, and increasingly we can hang out there. And in choiceless awareness, only mindfulness is present, pretty much. But that's not, how can I put it? But because only mindfulness is present in that meditative procedure, that doesn't mean it should become a way of life, and to the exclusion of other beneficial factors that make sense, just grounded in ordinary life, as well as in 100 years of psychology, as well as grounded in the teachings of the contemplative traditions around the world.